Hi my lovely Cancer, welcome back for today's reading. Thank you all so much for your support, your likes, your shares and your comments. I truly appreciate it. Let's see what messages are going to come for you today. Cancer, please. Okay. You've recently gone through some kind of challenge. Something which has tested your patience, something which is kind of had to move you to like growing very quickly in the sense of learning how to overcome issues and problems. And I feel like a lot of you at this time, or some of you at this time, you may have been involved in a quarrel with someone. There may have been some kind of conflict, but there is a lot of luck on your side, because I feel that this was not your doing, this was somebody else's doing. And I feel like this person just kept testing your patience over and over again. I don't feel like, you know, you wanted to be in this kind of situation. I just feel like it just kind of happened very quickly. And I just feel that, you know, this was a time where you ended up having just to say something because you just didn't feel right at the time. But, you know, I'm also picking up that for some of you, you was expecting this, but you wasn't expecting it to turn out the way it did, where there was an argument, there was a quarrel. But you had self-control. You maintained that balance. I feel like you pulled yourself back, even though you got involved in this quarrel and you had your say, and you know, you may have shouted or screamed, whatever it was, you know, you put yourself back into balance quickly. And because you want harmony, you know, you don't want this kind of negative energy coming towards you. And I just feel like for some of you, you was just like, you was trying to be a good influence in this situation, but it turned out that, you know, you ended up losing your temper. But it could be something to do with family. It could also be something to do with someone's confidence in a situation, maybe. But you are on guard. But you are, you know, you are seeing things from a different perspective. So whatever this situation is, you're trying to maintain balance and harmony between you and either this person or this situation. And you don't want it to go out of hand. But at the same time, you're seeing things from a different perspective. But you have your guard up. And you're trying to give yourself that confidence that you can overcome this. You're trying to give yourself that self-empowerment. But the problem is you are putting like a guard up around yourself in the extent where you are blocking the good that's meant to be coming towards you. And I feel like, you know, your guardians just want you to kind of release that tension, release that kind of cloaked off energy that you have, where you're trying to protect yourself. Yep, it was something you had to release. You had to release this situation or this person from your life. I feel like you finally had this revelation that something was not right for you. And it wasn't until this situation occurred that you finally see the change in yourself. I feel like this person maybe that you was dealing with, they also were able to change to their environment. So, you know, they could act or be like somebody everybody else wanted them to be like. It might be your energy I'm picking up, because I'm thinking that you're a people pleaser. So you're not the type of person to say no. You're not the type of person to kind of get involved in conflict. However, I feel like this conflict or this situation really made you upset to the extent where you had to speak your mind. And this card just flew out again. Your wish fulfillment. I feel like you're wishing for something different. You wanted a change. And I feel like it's about you trying to make a stable environment somewhere else. You want that stability. I feel like you want a home that you can make as your own. I'm picking up on that. Your wish fulfillment is for happiness. You want to be like the person who has that family where you can walk, have a bad day at work, come home, and you're both kind of supporting each other. I feel like you're just waiting for the right one to come along. Now, you have the moon. This is more to a situation than meets the eye. But I feel like that this situation you're dealing with, it gave you that kind of wise insight with your imagination. It helped you to visualize what needs to be changed, what needs to be removed, what you need to do for yourself. And I feel like maybe for some of you, this situation, it was giving you some kind of warning or a caution, and you sensed it, but you just didn't want to actually accept that. It's like as if somebody had ulterior motives. They might have been selfish. It might be that this person was a bad influence, or they just wasn't putting your needs first. They might have promised you the world and it never happened. But I do feel that you fail to see this kind of problem. I do feel like you failed to see this problem. I think because you're too trusting. But now this change, you moving away, you know, you're taking that leap of faith to get that balance and that harmony that you want. And I feel like, you know, you're having to adapt to change. You're having to adapt to a different, completely different kind of way of life. Maybe it's a change for you in a different area, a different, as a different, completely whole new person. Willing to take on challenges and risks now, and thinking of yourself. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.